Moving isn't just changing the address, it's the change of your intimate energetic environment. What if your next move could rewrite your luck? What if a relocation can usher in a brand new beginning? And what if you can leverage this new energy guiding you towards your next level in your business or spiritual evolution? Welcome to Dripping Water, Pierces Stone, a podcast for seekers and intuitives to relax, receive, and remember the ancient wisdom. Like a water shaping stone, where gentle power, quiet strength can lead to deep transformation. I am Grace New, intuitive guide and Feng Shui master. Let's begin. Welcome back to Dripping Water, Pierces Stone. And in this episode, I want to talk about the alchemy of moving. And this episode feels like such a deep personal experience. As you guys know that I moved at the beginning of August, right? And let me tell you what a process. There was so much packing and unpacking, and it really felt a total chaos for a while there. But now, 4 weeks later, I am right now sitting here in my new study in front of the mic and chatting to you. I can really feel the shift of energy. Where I'm sitting, I can see the trees. I can see the sunlight streaming through the window with my new white light curtains flowing in the breeze. Wow, I can really feel this shift, huge shift of energy. I mean, it is through the physical environment, but something inside me has also shifted. So this is what I'd like to explore with you today and unpack this episode into 3 powerful parts. And first up, I want to talk about how moving can jumpstart your luck and get you unstuck. And this is especially so if you are in this strange in-between phase where something in your life has ended, but the new beginning has yet to show up. And in part 2, I want to get a little strategic. You know, being me, being in metal, I'm always strategic. And this is one of the key and personal reasons why I have moved. And I want to show you the tools using your Bazi chart, your destiny chart, and also how you can future-proof the feng shui of your home. And this is exactly the saying how you can place yourself at the right time in the right place. And I want to share my personal story with you in part 2. And in part 3, I want to share this secret weapon where so many people overlook. That is the unique power of rental property. Because I do have so many of you have asked me the question, Grace, what is the best thing I do feng shui wise if I am renting? And I can share in this part 3, you have so much flexibility and power. You can turn this into something that is working for you, not against you. So let's dive in. So part 1, how moving can jumpstart your luck and get you unstuck. As I mentioned before, this is especially so when you are going through a phase of ending and the beginning is yet to show up. You are in this phase of void, and you may feel super uncomfortable about this void of not knowing what to do next. And I want you to know that this is normal. Stay in that void. Get comfortable with this phase. And if you feel some part of you has died inside, and there is certain part of the life force that has gone out of you, and changing your external physical environment can be so potent when you are in a painful void, when a significant chapter closes. May it be a career path, a long-term relationship, a personal identity. Be comfortable with that silence. And we have a Chinese saying to describe this, 人挪活，树挪死. It means when you move a tree, it may die. But when you move a person, they thrive. Why? This is because our vitality doesn't come from staying stagnant. It comes from flow. When you change your physical external environment or moving, it brings not just the new four walls you live in. It comes with the new experiences, new suburbs, new address, new space with new energy, new insight. A physical shift or a change of environment can be one of the most powerful ways to break the stubborn patterns of stagnation. It forces a reset of your entire energetic frequency. Because when you move, you literally force your energy field to recalibrate. You break off these old looping stories in your head or held in the walls of your previous home. It could be memories of stress, inertia, or heartache, or fight, or frustration, grief. When you move, you step into this neutral territory where you can consciously design the new narrative you wish to live from this point onwards. And I can't help but to think of the movie Under the Tuscan Sun. I think it was Diane Lane in it. And if you need to be reminded that changing the external physical environment, this change of latitude, will really recalibrate your entire energy field, then go watch this movie. Go watch Eat, Pray, Love. The theory is the same. Moving to a different address, moving to a different suburbs will also hold the power. And I want to say this to you that at this point in time, allow the external environment to carry you. Give everything to the external environment. Allow the universe to do its magic, to lead, to guide with the highest truth and compassion at this particular time. And with this new space, this liminal space where you have released the old and the new has not yet arrived, this is where transformation is brewing, even if you can't see it. So hold your energy. And if you let the universe do its magic, serendipity will happen. The nobleman will deliver to your doorstep. Because this strategic move is actively summon that new life force. It is a declaration, but more importantly, it is the declaration to your own psyche that you're ready to meet what is next. This strategy might not be for everyone. But if you have already have this inkling that you really need to get out of this place, you want to move, I would encourage you to physically sever this energetic cord and start anew. You are using this powerful mechanic of your environment to catalyze the internal shift you are ready for. Part 2. Now I'm really getting strategic. How you can align your move with your destiny chart and future-proof the Feng Shui of your home. And this pretty much is the reason for my most recent move. So let me explain what I mean by this. You don't have to move to activate the new energy of your 5 or 10-year luck pillar. But if you are already thinking of moving or feel the nudge that it is time for a change, this is your chance to do it with a powerful intention. This is about moving with clarity, not just with a truck. So before you start your search, the most important thing to understand is what your current cosmic blueprint is calling you for. What is your destiny chart or 八字 chart asking you for the coming years? So here are some questions you can ask yourself to prepare for this. So the first question to ask is, what is the key theme for this chapter in my life? Is this about the career growth? Is this about starting a business? Become an entrepreneur? Is this about focus on creating money and wealth? Or starting a family? Or attracting a soulmate, or finding your life partner? And these are the guidance you can find in your chart. And in a way, it is not so much of your personal will. It's the divine will that is hidden in your Bazi chart that you can consult anytime. The second question to ask yourself is, what is the dominant energy in this 5 or 10 year luck pillar? Is this an expansive energy for action? In other words, it is more masculine energy, or the one that calls for calm and stability, which means that focus on the feminine energy, focus on retreating, focus on bringing it inward. They are two very different types of energy. What is it? And usually the masculine energy is being portrayed by the yang element. For example, yang wood, yang metal, yang water. And the feminine energy or the retreating energy usually being represented by the yin element, like yin metal, yin water. But it can be a little bit tricky if you're going through the 5 or 10 year luck pillar being represented by the animal sign. Then we need to look at its hidden energy. And sometimes that can be a few strands of energy in there. And the third question to ask yourself is, most importantly, is this life cycle highly auspicious, offering strong support, or does it suggest a need for more caution and protection? And these are the questions you should ask yourself so you have a crystal clear intention before you even start your property searching. Knowing this changes everything because it turns your property search from a game of chance into a mission of purpose. Because guess what? That next property will amplify your choice, your focus, your key theme during this particular cycle in life, during that 5 or 10 year luck pillar. And I've seen this again and again, particularly if you are in a cycle that is not so auspicious. And usually the clients came to me when I clearly see this is the wrong property for them, also not auspicious, they are likely to be in this 5 or 10 year luck pillar that is not supportive for them. And they didn't really take the action of caution. They didn't seek protection. And if you are in this space right now, my signature course, Feng Shui for Buyers and Renters, will provide that caution, provide that protection, and provide that guidance for you so that you don't choose a lemon. You choose a diamond. You use this property to future-proof your home's feng shui. So this course currently is on sale for more than 50% off because I want to share this gift for you. And you can also add a personal coaching session. And I will personally look at the floor plans. I will check your Bazi chart to make sure you are on the right track. And I will make sure next time you're looking at the listing, instead of just asking, do I like this kitchen? You start asking, does the energy of this home support my key priority for the next 5 years? Will it amplify my strength and help me navigate my challenges? And to use my own personal experience of this most recent move, I know that my current 5-year luck pillar has a completely new mission. I wasn't just to look for a new house. I was looking for a home that could support the new person I am becoming. And why I say this is strategic, because in a way, this makes your next search so much easier. You're not trying to be 100% perfect in every single aspect in that home. You have a clear focus. You have a clear intention to be supported. So when this Art Deco apartment dropped in, I knew immediately the moment I saw where the front entrance is located. What sector it is located is perfectly match my mission in this new 5-year luck pillar. And that is my creative expression. And I can also openly share, for the last 6 months, we lived in the previous apartment. I really felt this huge blockages where it made me really frustrated that I don't really know how to unleash this or how to release this until I'm sitting here in this new study and everything seems so clear. Everything seems to be aligned with this phase of my purpose. And this is how you do it. This is how you amplify it, by using your home, your external space to elevate you. You're not just choosing the house for today. You are selecting a supportive environment for a specific reason you are destined to become over the next 5 or 10 years, whatever that might be. This is how you build your luck intentionally and strategically. And in the last part, the third part of this podcast, which probably a lot of you are waiting for to hear, I want to talk about the unique power of a rental property and how you can use this often overlooked opportunity as a powerful portal to actively change your luck, change your destiny. And this is such a secret weapon where so many people do not even realize that they have this power in their hand. I mean, everyone is chasing this forever home. To be honest, I've never been a fan of this phrase. Forever homes just feels so fixated, so unflexible. And personally, I've never had this dream of owning my own home, maybe because I wasn't grown up in Australia and I just don't have this type of attachment. And on the contrary, I actually, wherever I can, I always opt for the choice of renting a property. Probably because being a Feng Shui master, I really want to experience different type of Feng Shui wherever I can. But I also invite you to pause here for a moment and completely reframe this massive limiting belief. I want to expand your horizon and release this thought that you need to own a home to transform your destiny. And I'm here to tell you that you absolutely do not need to. What you need is not the ownership. You need the right guidance, the right strategy, and the right keys to the right property. In fact, as a renter, you hold such a secret power of flexibility that many property owners envy. And you have this ability to leverage a property's most potent auspicious energy during its peak years, without being trapped by the long-term commitment. And think about it. You can consciously choose a home because its energy is perfectly aligned to support you for the next 2 years, next 5 years, whatever that might be. You can harness its full potential. And then when that cycle completes, you are free to move on. You are not stuck with a 30 years mortgage on a house whose good fortune might run out. And this is the ultimate secret. You can break this daunting lifelong commitment of a forever home into a series of achievable mid-term missions. Life isn't static, and why your home should be. Finding one permanent perfect Feng Shui house is incredibly tough. But finding a home that is perfect for you right now, that is not only possible, And that is a powerful strategy you can implement right now. And what if a place, while not perfect forever, gives you exactly what you need to cross the bridge to the other side? It provides the stability, the support, the energetic boost to get you through your current transition. And when its job is done, you've outgrown its energy, you simply thank it for its service and move on to the next space that fits your new requirements. And don't forget, we are in period 9, not period 8. It is not all about the physical property you own. So get used to this idea. What you are renting is the auspicious, invisible, unseen energy. And this is the art of conscious renting. It is an art of using a temporary address as a stepping stone to your ultimate destiny. And that is what I want to share with you in this episode about the alchemy of moving. Because you are not just moving, you are evolving on purpose. I will see you in the next episode.